Sunshine. It is Thursday, August 20th, and I am here with a special guest today, Heather Taylor-Miesle. She is the president of Conservation Ohio, and she is the executive director of the Ohio Environmental Council. And I know for a fact she worked with Ted Strickland and helped him do some really great things as well. And so, good morning, Heather.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so glad you're joining me today. And, we only have 7 minutes, so I like to get right into things. And Heather's agreed to share her values and superpower and also a little bit about what she's up to that definitely align with her values. And so I'm going to go ahead and put your values on the screen, and I'm going to get out of here, not out of here, but off screen. And I'm going to go ahead and let you share. And thank you so much.
Sure. First, thanks for having me, Tom. And this is really fun. I'm excited to share and talk about what we're doing and why I do this work. So I'm the executive director of the Ohio Environmental Council, but just like all of you, I'm a lot more than that. Certainly, my values kind of start with my faith. I am a Christian and really believe that we need to always lead with love. And I think that you can't really do too much of my work without some sort of faith that people are good and that we are all hoping for a better future for our kids. And that means that I got to take responsibility. So it really comes to, I am called to action. And I know that I have something to offer, just like all of you all. So there's a responsibility in that. And then that means that I got to go seek justice. A lot of people might wonder why the environment is not on here, but the environment actually connects to a lot of things. It connects to your health. It connects to the food you put on your kitchen table. It affects to the places that we have been so dependent on during COVID to give us solace as we walk outside. Everybody deserves that. And so I absolutely want to make sure that we are seeking justice and equity in all of those things. And then if you get to know me at all, you know that I absolutely adore my family. And my husband, my kids, and my old dog, Archer, are really some of the main reasons I do this. I believe in them. I believe in the future that they're going to be a part of. And I hope that they continue this. And that leads to my superpower. In the environmental world, especially in a place like Ohio, sometimes you get knocked down. And really being able to be resilient and get back up and have the marathon thinking, I think is one of the most important things to be able to stay in the advocacy world, especially around these issues. Wow. So I think, Tom, do you want me to talk about what? Okay, go ahead.
I do. And I know I want you to talk about what you're up to. And I do want to say about your superpower, I chuckled when I saw that only because I know how much you are persevering with all of this environmental stuff and been playing defense lately. And I think we're going to get back on offense. So let's hear about getting back on offense right now.
Absolutely. Well, so I don't know if everybody's heard, but the State House has gone crazy. The State House has really turned their back on innovation, on health, on clean energy. And they've really gone back and they're investing in old, dirty types of energies. There's a little bill called HB 6 that we're trying to repeal right now. And I can tell you about that sad story, but that's way more than we want to talk about at 7 a.m. when we're talking about sunshine. The sunshine in this world is really about our local leaders. So State House is a kind of a pit of despair if you're a fan of Princess Bride. But the local leaders have said, whatever, guys, we're serious, we're adults. We know that we have to invest in our community. We see the impact of the environment on our health and our pocketbooks. And a place that's happening right now is in Columbus. Mayor Ginther has announced that we're going to be doing what's called a community choice aggregation, which is like a scary, wonky word, and we definitely need to rebrand it. But basically what that means is that basically residents are going to be able to come together to be able to buy their energy together. And whenever you kind of like harness the force of the market, you're able to demand things. So you can demand that an energy provider give you 100% clean energy. You can provide, or you can demand that they pay a livable wage. You can demand that they use union workers. You can demand a whole bunch of different things to make sure that your energy reflects your values. And that's a really exciting place in Columbus because we have some really great values that we are working towards, and we're having some really big discussions in our community. And energy aggregation, which will be on the ballot in November, allows us to do that a little bit more holistically in the places where we live.
Heather, what can we do to help?
So the first thing is vote. So definitely make a plan to vote too. You know, I'm sure that some people are watching what's going on with the post office and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter, guys. Like, I mean, it does matter. We should be fighting that too. But for you as an individual, make a plan to vote. You can request your absentee ballot right now. You can actually do early voting as well, starting in early October. Just make sure that you get out there and vote. This is going to be down at the bottom of the ballot. And it's going to look wonky because the word aggregation is in there. And so it's really important that not only do you vote for it, but tell your neighbors about it. This is a real opportunity for us to take kind of a weird issue and really have it make a very big difference. The city of Columbus is also going to try to do this local. So we're not buying like wind from North Carolina, right? We're hopefully going to be able to put steel in the ground and talk about solar and wind here. That creates jobs in our own community too, in addition to helping us start this kind of innovative, harness this kind of innovative job market. Fun fact, clean energy jobs, before the passage of HB 6, clean energy jobs in Ohio were growing 4 times faster than any other job market in the entire state. That has since ceased. That certainly slowed down with the passage of HB 6. But this kind of local action, this kind of leadership that we see out of the city of Columbus, out of Mayor Ginther, is going to really help us get to 100% clean energy. The goal is to get there by 2022, where we're going to be really launching this project. But the bigger goal that the city is really working towards is being completely carbon neutral by 2050, which is like, in a growing city in a growing region like Columbus, that changes things. And I think that we all can agree when Ohio changes, the world changes. And so that can start right here. We're really excited about the leadership that we're seeing, and we hope that you'll go vote in November.
Oh, that's fantastic. Where can we go to get more information?
You can absolutely go to the Ohio Environmental Council website, www.ohioenvironmentalcouncil.org. The better place to do it is follow us on Twitter. That way you can really kind of get up to the minute information. The council has been considering this, doing an excellent job, asking all the right questions, making sure we're doing this in the correct way that really does authentically reflect our values. And that kind of information is up on our Twitter page, up on our Facebook page. And the Columbus Dispatch, talking about hometown papers, they're doing a bang up job making sure that people really understand the opportunity that we have, even with like one of these really arcane issues.
Fantastic. So Heather, thank you. Thank you for your work. I mean, your superpower being persevere is absolutely the right match for the environmental work here in Ohio, especially. But there's so many people that care, right? And I know that your leadership and you persevering give so many people hope. But you're an example of one person kind of helping give a lot of people hope through your perseverance. And it's just like it's so like so many other movements. It's just you just keep at it, right?
The issues are important, right? Like you don't stop. Because the issues are still there. There are people right now in Ohio, and we actually just saw last week in Columbus, people who didn't have clean drinking water. The reality of that is every day in Southeast Ohio, I have a staffer who has to drive to get clean drinking water. That's today, right now in America. And so these fights right now are worthy. And they always will be. And as long as somebody doesn't have access to clean drinking water, as long as somebody is having an asthma attack because of dirty air, as long as we are investing our dollars in corporate fat cats who have no care of our communities, it is a worthy battle. And I am so honored to be with so many different leaders who are absolutely the ones who are setting the stage on this.
Well, we're lucky. We're lucky that you lean into this every day. Thank you for all your work. Thank you for living your values. Thank you for using your superpower to make a difference.
Thanks for having me.
You give us all a lot of hope, Heather, and thank you so much for getting up early today and joining us. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, Heather, the sun is always shining. All right.
Thank you, Tom.
All right. You have a great day. Thanks for
You
joining us.
too.